The spider found a perfect place for her home. It was under the eaves of an old house, and sheltered well from the weather, but not the passing insects. She began to spin her web, and worked quickly to complete the task, her mind constantly fantasizing about the delicious meals she could expect to catch. At first her web was small, as she concentrated on strong foundations. Then she constructed the radial arms, and began to weave an enormous expanse of intricately spun silk. The web shimmered in the sunlight, as it spread out in all directions. By early evening, the web was finished. As the insects emerged to enjoy the dusk, she was awaiting her first victims, smug in her superior lair. Hundreds of midges and winged ants flew by that evening, and many of them were captured by the web. She paralyzed them with her venom, and moved them to her storehouse at one end of the web. This was her best haul for a long time. She had more food tonight than she could eat in a week. However, this spider was greedy. In her selfish desire to look after her own needs, she had ignored the other spiders, who had been living under the eaves long before her. Her web was purposely spun over the top of their webs, so as to intercept most of the insects. Only a few penetrated her threads to be caught in the other webs. At first the other spiders tried to damage her web, but she would mend it quickly and damage their webs in return. She was fearful that someone would take over her position in the eaves, and guarded her territory zealously. Each time her web needed repairing, she would strengthen the edges and extend them a little further, slowly encroaching upon the territory of the other spiders. They soon gave up and moved on, leaving her to reign supreme. Her enormous web was hard to maintain. Each night 20 to 30 insects were caught, and these placed an immense strain on the fibers. They began to sag and eventually broke in several places. The dry summer weather was also affecting her web, as the dust hung heavily on the sticky silk threads. Eventually, the web broke and became impossible to repair. She had to abandon it and start all over again in a new location. This story is quoted from Aesop's Management Fables by Dick McCann and Jen Stewart. Beware of excessive greed for what you aim for. You might be a victim of your own success.